Coming up, a mother's pain. A mom and young child are hit by a car on Staten Island. The little girl doesn't make it.
Where and when we could see a few spotty showers overnight and what will slow you down in the morning.
And the city's most beloved dim sum restaurant is back. New York Live shows you where to find the new and improved Jing Fong and which classics are getting a tasty revamp. Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to News 4 Now. I'm Kate Ingram. Today's date is May 26th. And unfortunately, we've got to start with some crushing news. A mother on Staten Island was hit by a Jeep and is recovering at a hospital today. Now, unfortunately, though, her one-year-old daughter was hit too, but didn't make it. It happened in Shore Acres at Abbott Street and Scarborough Avenue around 7 Thursday morning. Police say the two were hit by an SUV while they were walking in the crosswalk. The driver was making a left turn. The woman behind the wheel stayed on scene, but the whole thing unfolding in front of horrified neighbors.
She just laid down also with the mother, with the child. She held her and she had blood all over her, and I was just praying over her, hoping that, somebody come here sooner.
Now, as of Thursday morning, no charges have been filed against the driver. All right, up next, we're going to tell you about a love triangle gone horribly wrong, and New York City is at the center of it. U.S. Marshals released this video showing Caitlin Armstrong going through security at Austin's airport before boarding a flight to Houston. They say she then caught a flight to LaGuardia Airport, where she was last seen on May 14th. Armstrong is accused of killing pro cyclist Mariah Wilson, who had been romantically involved with Colin Strickland, Armstrong's boyfriend. According to court documents, Armstrong learned of a secret meeting between Wilson and Strickland on May 11th, and in a jealous rage, shot and killed Wilson. Austin police acknowledged Armstrong was picked up hours after the murder and mistakenly released.
Armstrong was questioned about her vehicle being in the area as pictured on the Ring camera. However, she would not confirm or deny being in the area of the murder and quickly terminated the interview. Armstrong was mistakenly released from custody on the misdemeanor warrant because her date of birth in our report management system did not match the date of birth on the warrant.
A warrant was issued for Armstrong's arrest on May 17th. Investigators are looking into what connection she has in New York City and where she might be staying. The population of 8 of the country's largest cities went down during the pandemic, with New York being the biggest loser. The U.S. Census estimates the city lost about 305,000 people from 2020 to last year. That's a 3.5% drop. New York was followed by Chicago and Los Angeles. The big gainers, though, are mostly in the Sun Belt, including Austin and Fort Worth, Texas, and Jacksonville, Florida.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa, and overall pretty quiet weather day, and it's going to continue this evening. Not too bad. Temperatures into the mid-60s, mostly cloudy skies. We do have a chance by late tonight to see a quick passing shower, but everything really begins to ramp up tomorrow afternoon and evening. So in the meantime, again, pretty quiet. We'll start to feel that humidity come up as well, with temperatures remaining in the 60s really across the area from north and west around the city, Long Island, and down the shore. One other aspect to that increased humidity and the light winds for now, we may see some patchy fog. So if you have some travel plans and it takes you out early tomorrow, that may be something that slows you down. But again, really, really mild, and you start to feel more of that mugginess. 63 for the low in the city, still in the 60s. Islip in Eastport, Belmar, even to the north and west for the Hudson Valley. Poughkeepsie dipping into the low 60s.
It is no secret just how difficult these past few years have been, especially on the restaurant business. A lot of our favorites had to close down. That's why it is especially great news when you find out they've reopened. And New York Live caught up with one iconic restaurant that's back and better than ever. Check it out.
After closing their Elizabeth Street location last May, beloved dim sum restaurant Jing Fong has opened a new restaurant in Chinatown, and we are going to give you a taste. I hope you're hungry, because I am. So New Yorkers were obviously devastated when you had to close last May and the other location. Tell me about finding this new location, how you got here. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's smaller here. It's more intimate. It's not the big banquet hall that we used to have. but I mean, I hope it kind of comes through. It's kind of like a more modernized version.
Can't help but notice the carts moving around.
Yeah, so this was actually something we debated when we first opened. We loved the idea of bringing the carts back, but we also knew the complication of doing it in a small space. So we were experimenting without the carts for a little bit, and then we decided, you know what, let's just give the full experience, and we pushed the carts again.
All right, well, I have missed your dim sum. I'm really excited. Can we sit down and eat some?
Yeah, let's go.
Talk me through what's on the table.
Yeah, so we have a lot of classics here. This is a spin on an older item we had, but it's new here. It's a lava bun. We changed it up a little bit. We gave it a squid ink to make it the black color. This is the pork shumai. We have two classics here. This is a honey walnut prawns, and this is the Chinese broccoli. And this is a new dish, actually. You can't really tell on the camera, but it's a double crispy fried rice. So when you eat it, there's a lot of crispiness in some pieces of rice are crispier than others, and you'll see when you try it.
I love dim sum, and I love your dim sum, so I don't even know. Maybe we're gonna start with the pork one?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
This one was probably my favorite growing up as a kid.
Truman, thank you for the most delicious lunch today.
No problem.
So happy that you guys have this location in Chinatown again. And obviously there's one on the Upper West Side we can come visit too.
Yes, there is one up there.
I mean, the more Jingfong, the better, so cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for coming by.
Of course, thank you.
All right, and finally, did you know that New York City's largest rooftop farm is situated at the Javits Center right now? Well, News 4's Jen Maxfield went to pay a visit to check out this roof-to-table that's bringing you amazing cuisine. Check it out.
Nestled between skyscrapers and the entrance to the Lincoln Tunnel, a 1-acre farm grows in Manhattan.
We have about 20 crops in the ground right now.
The recent expansion of the Javits Center includes this rooftop oasis, 8 floors above street level. A glass event space next to the farm can host events for 1,500 people.
To be able to say you can eat farm to table in the site of Empire State Building on the Hudson River is really kind of a unique opportunity.
Farmers up here don't have to worry about deer or rabbits eating the crops, but skyscrapers' shade is a concern on this urban farm, which also has its own microclimate.
More of like alpine or desert kind of environments where there's harsh winds, you know, strong fluctuations in temperature.
These turnips that farmer Orion and I are harvesting right now are part of the 40,000 pounds of produce that's grown here on the Javits rooftop every year. And when we're done picking these turnips, we're going to bring them down to the kitchen where the chef is going to make them into a salad. Less than 10 minutes later, here they are, the same turnips plated on the Javits vegetable garden salad. Chef Andrew Matthews says this hyper-local produce tastes different than vegetables that are shipped from thousands of miles away.
I haven't had a radish that's tasted like this. I have never experienced kale like that.
The Javits Center farm may be new, but their close to 7-acre green roof is in its 8th year. Birds make their nests amid the HVAC equipment, and just like the rows of vegetables beneath the skyscrapers, industry and nature coexist. On the West Side, I'm Jen Maxfield for Today in New York.
All right, friends, well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for checking in. As always, I'm your girl, Kay Ingram, and we'll see you back here next time on News 4 Now. See ya.